Pardon the interruption. This is Editor Brix. Today, Tuesday, September 28th is the last day for you to be a part of the Goal Body Blueprint program. Click the link right now and take advantage of it. It may not be available for another 3 months. Let's get back to the video.
What up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. So I've anticipated this very moment for weeks, and this is honestly maybe the 17th time that I tried to record this video. It's not something easy to talk about to the world, but I have to be authentic. That's pretty much the foundation of my brand. It's authenticity, it's transparency. So bear with me. There's going to be a lot of value in this video. There's going to be a lot of unique insight in this video, and there's also going to be some tangible takeaways that I think is important for me to communicate to you. Now, is this video for everybody? Absolutely not. It's not. But whoever it's for it's going to find. And whether this video gets 1,000 views or 1,000,000 views, I don't care. As long as the energy from this video finds the person that it will serve. All right. So first and foremost, hit the like button. No bullshit though. Hit the like button, support the channel. You know, the algorithm, politics and all that. So just help me out. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Also, consistency over intensity t-shirts are available right now at brixfitness.com. Click the link in the description. That's another great way to support the brand. So lately I've been struggling, guys. Like, I've been struggling mentally. I've been dealing with a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. I'm not a stranger to this sort of activity in my mind. This is something that I've pretty much dealt with my entire life. But lately, it's been getting kind of intense. And it feels really reminiscent of 2013. March 1st, 2013 was the day that I had this like aha moment, right? Where I had this breakthrough moment. And that breakthrough moment was caused by a lot of pressure that life was putting on me. I was in some really messed up situations that I created, and something snapped. Something had to change. And I feel myself reaching another one of those points where I feel life is calling on me to evolve, to grow, to step up in some way. Still trying to figure out what that is. But I thought it was very important to talk about this because I feel like this is what it takes to transform your body, right? I don't know what your goal is, right? I'm assuming most people who watch this channel are trying to make some sort of physical change. Listen, I had to lose my mind in order to find my dream body. And I'm gonna break that down. So let's rewind back to 2013, like I mentioned. I was going through a lot in my life, right? Life was kicking my ass because of the choices that I was making. And I felt something snap. And in retrospect, I think it's fair to call that moment a spiritual awakening. A spiritual awakening, in my opinion, is a moment where you realize that the person you are, with the habits that you have, with the mindset that you have, with the attitude that you have, with the type of people that you surround yourself with the way that you treat your body, the way that you think, the way that you look at the world, you come to this moment where you realize that all of those things that are true about you isn't going to take you or create the type of life or body that you want, right? I realized March 1st, 2013, that I was on a path to self-destruction, and I had to do something about it. I had to do something about it. The person who I was up until that point had to die. And I feel like everyone has to reach this point if they want to make any sort of significant change in their life. I've been going through seasons of dramatic growth, personally, physically, spiritually, over the last 7 years, let's say. And I've recognized the pattern, right? There's always this breakdown, right? There's always a turn up of the intensity of life before I reach a breakthrough. Now, a big part of what I do on YouTube and what I'm trying to become more effective at is helping you reach your breakthrough. Because that's what it takes to change your life. That's what it takes to change your body. A breakthrough. You have to be sick and tired enough of your current situation, your current reality, your current body, your current relation, whatever it is that you want to address. You have to be sick and tired of it enough to really put in the work, to really take the actions daily for a long enough time in order to really see the results, right? There's a formula. Thoughts creates feelings, which inspire actions, which leads to results. Right, so all of this comes down to your mind, and your mind is the motor of your behavior, right? If you will, if you break that formula down, your mind is the initiator of all actions, which ultimately leads to the results. You almost have to get to this point where you're just ready to annihilate your old self and have this rebirth almost. That happens on a non-physical level. It's your non-physical aspects, aka your spirit. I talk about weight loss being 90% psychology and 10% mechanics. Like, we've all been taught that weight loss is 80% diet and 20% exercise. No, that formula is not right. It's 90% psychology, it's 90% mindset, and 10% mechanics, meaning diet and exercise. You can't talk about psychology, you can't talk about mindset without talking about your spirit. So I'm a very spiritual person, but let me clarify, I am not a religious person. By no means am I a religious person. Listen, I've experienced things in my life that can't be explained other than some sort of supernatural force supporting me. And those sort of experiences are usually what makes us aware of our spirituality, right? Where it usually shows us that life is more than what we can just see, right? What we can put our hands on, what we can smell, what we can touch. Life, there's so much more to life than that, right? We all have God energy, and the way you access that God energy is through spirituality. Spirituality is the aspects of life that are beyond your five senses. I keep mentioning the five senses, but I think that's the most tangible way to explain spirituality. You can't see it, you can't feel it. It's something it's just a force that all of us has access to, whether we acknowledge it or not. So I mentioned lately I've been feeling stress, right? I've been feeling a calling to become better, to evolve, right? You guys know my tagline now is the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself, so you have to evolve. So, and I feel like evolution on the most practical level happens through responsible choice, right? Are you choosing to wake up and do something that's going to serve you with your day, or are you going to do the opposite of that? Are you going to exercise? Are you going to stretch? Are you going to meditate? Are you going to pray? Are you going to journal? Are you going to eat healthy foods? Are you going to do things to help people? Or are you going to do things that destroy your body? Are you going to eat sugar all the time? Are you going to overconsume alcohol? Are you going to be mean to people? Are you going to be inconsiderate? Like, the choice is yours, right? And the choices you make affect the way that your spirit evolves, the way that you evolve as a person. Some people have more choices than others. Some people have better choices, better options. I understand that. But every single person watching this right now has power of choice. Has power of choice. Now, this can be applied to whatever goal you have for yourself, whether it's weight loss, what it doesn't matter. It's a power of choice. And understand this. In order for me to transform my body, in order for me to have the inspiration and the motivation to fight through the spell it seemed like I was under and make healthier eating choices, to change my relationship with food, to form new exercise habits, that didn't come from the physical realm. That came from some sort of force that drove me to want to evolve, to want to become better, for whatever reason it may be, right? For me, it was my children. For me, it was you guys. For me, it was wanting to live a quality life and experience things in the best way possible.
At the Eiffel Tower with the kids.
Yes! It's like... Yay!
Our spirits are housed by our bodies, right? So your body being the vehicle of your spirit is responsible for the way you experience life in the physical form. So if you're beating up your body and you're out of shape and you're tired, you are minimizing the enjoyment of your experience here on earth. Now, I want it to be as tangible as possible, right? If you feel depression, if you feel anxiety, if you feel fear, if you feel any sort of negative emotion, right? We can call it negative or positive if we're using judgment. But if you're feeling any sort of negative emotion, I would bet that that's your spirit trying to get your attention in order to inspire you to change, to evolve, to develop in some way, to level up. If you feel that, then I want you to be appreciative. I want you to really celebrate that, right? Now, what my plan is, since I'm in this really funky headspace and I'm feeling this draw to evolve, my plan is to go inward, get rid of some of the distractions in my life and create some space, create some quiet so that I can journal, so I can plan. I mean, spend a lot of time alone more than anything and really just sit with my feelings, sit with my thoughts, right? Do a lot of meditating, do a lot of praying, do a lot of planning. I'm gonna go into a pocket where I'm trying to figure out what it is. Like I'm trying to decode what my soul is trying to inspire me to become, right? And the tangible ways that I'm gonna do that, like I said, is a lot of prayer, a lot of meditation, a lot of journaling, a lot of reading, a lot of just surrounding myself with the right types of energies, right? And most important, taking the right actions every single day. Making sure I'm nourishing my body with foods that serve me, right? And that word nourishing, right? Making sure that I'm doing things every day that nourishes my soul, that nourishes my existence. This type of conversation is not easy to have on such a public forum. I understand that this sort of content and this sort of subject matter isn't gonna reach everybody. It's gonna upset some people, and I understand that. But a big part of my brand is authenticity, is transparency, and this is who I am. I haven't been completely honest with you guys because a big part of my success with weight loss transformation was spiritual. It was spirituality. I even talked about this in my transformation video. It felt so spiritual. This is about something much bigger than me. It felt like a spiritual journey. And that continues. This force that is pulling me to become better, I've made friends with it, right? In the past, I would have called that depression. I would have called that, stress. All right, guys, so look, I'm gonna end this rant. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you guys have ever experienced any sort of spiritual awakening, if you're able to recognize when it's time for you to step your shit up. Let me know in the comment section. If you guys want me to talk more about this stuff, I will. This is just me putting it out there. I'm gonna see, how you guys receive it. And yeah, like I said, guys, the body that you want, the life that you want, everything that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. All right. So be intentional and be strategic about evolution. You have to evolve. All right. Peace.